Good evening, my name is Garrett, and welcome to The Last Call. Tonight's final drink is from Penelope. This is their toasted rye, straight rye whiskey, coming in at a 50% ABV, at least 6 years old. Now, for full disclosure, I reached out to Penelope for a review sample. They were kind enough to send this bottle over for us to take a look at and a review, so just keeping that transparency open. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm a huge fan of Penelope. In 2023, they finally started hitting the shelves here in Indiana, and I started buying them up, and I found that I really love their profile. And since they've been purchased by MGP, which is their producer, they've just been releasing some really great bottlings. From their 9-year-old that was on my top of the 2023 list. Phenomenal bottle on that one. But this is a very interesting bottle, because at first I was like, oh cool, it's a new toasted rye, no big deal. And then I started looking a little bit deeper on things. This is actually a different mash bill than what they chose for the 2023 release. So the one in 2023 was 100% rye, where this one in 2024 is using the 95% rye, 5% malted barley, keeping it a 6-year age statement, and then finishing it in a char number 2 cask. So a heavy char layer on here. And that excites me because here in 2024, my rye journey has I feel like I'm still riding a ton of ryes to try, because I just love what's coming out of so many distilleries for that profile. And you can bet that we're going to be doing a comparison between the 2023 version and the 2024 version of these bottlings. But for now, let's jump into this one, see how they did. I love these bottles. Gorgeous. You know what? That very simple design, the little etching on the bottles, beautiful. And keeping the label down below really showcases the spirit itself. And as always, make sure you like the video, subscribe to the channel, hang around for a bit, become a member if you'd like. If you're interested in some other reviews over Penelope that I've done, links to those videos will be up above and down below, along with a link to their website so you can check them out for yourself, learn a little bit. They're fairly transparent about what they're doing, mash bills, finishings, all that kind of good stuff. There we go. Oh, it's already jumping out of the glass. I could tell as soon as I started pouring that, man. That is going to be beautiful. Got a nice dark hue going on there, almost copper-like. That is very dark in the glass. Wow. Alrighty, let's go for notes. Oh, yeah. Instantly, you get that classic 95.5 rye. Herbal, medicinal. You get that nice charriness from the cask, and you can tell that char number 2 barrel on there is really impactful. You get this beautiful wood sugars and caramels and this deep, rich charriness going on. But that spice, beautiful. A bit of cinnamon, clove, some butterscotch going on in here. And I'll say this much, even if you're not a big fan of 95.5 rye, that toasted cask kind of dulls it down a little bit, but it also gives it some more complexity going on here. But overall, you get that beautiful spiciness, rye grain breads going on, and almost a sweet characteristic. I want to say it's like an orchard sweetness. I don't know of a specific fruit at the moment, but there's definitely an underlying orchard sweetness in here. Very light. It does come across a little strong on the nose on ABV, but it's not an off profile. There's nothing harsh about it, but there is definitely some character waiting for us on the taste. You could just tell instantly. But I love the spiciness, the char levels, everything is coming together to make a beautiful nose. Alrighty, let's go for a taste. Yeah, oh man, that toasted cask. Hold on to your britches for that one, man. It's charry, it's oaky. Beautiful vanilla sweetness in here too, though. Rye spiciness, herbal, medicinal. No real like that MGP 95.5 dilly note is really not showing up here. But the butterscotch notes, almost like a dark toffee And it's getting close to almost like a pot of brewed coffee as well. Nothing fancy, but just like your at-home dripped coffee. Just a nice, simple kind of coffee bean note going on. Wow, that's rich. Beautiful cling on there. Doesn't have a long linger or an oiliness to it, but it really does a good job across the palate itself to just bring across a beautiful spiciness with that oaky profile. I like this one. More of that rye spiciness on my second sip. Not so much of the orchard sweetness that I was finding, but it is kind of peeking through. Still don't know what I'd equate it to. Maybe an apple? Maybe like an apple sweetness going on in here. But it is also sweet grains as well. Darn if that ain't good. No ABV, nothing harsh, no off notes on the palate itself. Again, the nose came across a little warm, but that palate, beautifully sippable. And again, that charriness. You gotta like a charry whiskey. Like, you're almost getting to the point of like chewing on the barrel. Like, there is definitely that heavy impact showing up on that taste. I love that finish, nice and simple, and that little bit of pepperiness kind of lingers things out there. Yeah, that's a good pour. I do give it credit. Man, that is just really darn good. The big thing I'll say here again, same thing with the nose. If you're not big into the 95.5 rye that may put some people off, that charry cask really elevates it to a different level and just changes up that profile beautifully on there. It's great, and I'll tell you what, here in the fall time, that is going to make a great fall sipper. I like that a lot. Alrighty, well, let's talk about a grade for this one. So, this is typically going to be found right around that mid $70 price point. And I think that's right where it needs to be honest. You have a 6-year-old 95.5 rye, that toasted cask finish, solid proof point, the transparency is here, which we love seeing. Man, I would say this is an easy A- in my book. Like, it is approachable. It's got a gorgeous char layer in there. Again, I did not expect that number 2 char to really showcase itself that prominently, but it did it beautifully. The rye spiciness is a little tamed down because of that, but the rye is still showcased to a T. Big thumbs up on this release. I'm definitely excited to see how this one compares to the 2023 release. So definitely make sure you hang around for that, because I think it's going to be an interesting showdown. And again, if you're interested in learning more about Penelope, a link to their website will be down in the description area below. Go show them some love. So yeah, there you have it, folks. Penelope, straight rye whiskey, toasted rye. If you have any questions about the bottle itself, let me know down in the comment section below. I will do my best to answer it. And if you have any specific spirits I should go looking for, also let me know down below. Love doing these reviews and sharing with you the experience at home. And as always, may your last drink of the night be the best one.
You know, and I really like it might